Yo, what is good, everybody? It is RainyHOF here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, but kind of the same. As you guys can see and tell by the title, we are playing 2K17 today, and it's going to be kind of like a MyCareer, but not really. I'm not going to be doing the real MyCareer only because they don't allow you to do certain things as far as like changing your accessories or limit your animations and all this other stuff. And plus the archetypes are limited to one archetype. You guys know, if you play 17, of course I have. If you guys want to see my original 2K17 videos, my other channel, which is my first channel, will be linked in the description down below. You guys can go check that out. I have a playlist dedicated to my 2K17 content. I can leave the link to that playlist down below as well in the description. But today we're going to be doing the My GM, My League, which, if you guys didn't play back then, it is basically the NBA eras from back then. And I'm going to be creating a character which resembles my character that I made on 2K25, but just in 17. And so I will give you an example of what that looks like. It should be on screen right now. These are all of my attributes that I put into a created character on 2K17. So as you can see, I have an 87 driving layup, I have a 93 driving dunk, a 93 3-point shot, his speed's an 80, ball handle 80, pass accuracy 82. And the reason why I wanted to get that, because I wanted to get at least gold dimer, you know. My speed's an 80, defense also 80, and all of this is going to be translated into 2K17. The only thing that will be different is the post control. I do have a actually no, my post control is the same. I could lower it and put I guess my block to 51, but I mean, it really wouldn't make a difference, so like there's no point to doing that. So going back to 17, let me see. Okay, now it's back to 17. I'm making a new franchise, My League. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So the league is going to be the current league, right? So if I choose that roster there, it's going to be the 2024 to 2025 NBA league. So we'll go to current. We can't start in the offseason, unfortunately. By picking a roster, a custom roster, you can't start in the offseason, which sucks because I kind of want to get drafted in the 2024 to 2025 draft, but I have to be going in the 2025 to 2026 draft, which that's fine. So in order to do that, I will be doing 10-minute quarters, simulated quarters, 10 as well. I like doing this in the My League because in the MyCareer, if you set 10-minute quarters, the simulated quarter length will also be 12. It won't change with your quarter length that you set. So let's say you're playing on 5-minute quarters, right? The simulated quarters are going to be still 12. So that's kind of stupid to me that you're playing an offset amount of quarter lengths, which is crazy. So in here you can kind of customize that to your liking. Everything else will stay the same, best of 7, all that sort of thing. Draft will be automated. I will have my character be put through a draft, which in 2K17 your player actually gets drafted. I don't like this new 2K shit where you get to just choose what your team is. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why are you getting picked first overall in the first round without doing anything? I mean, yes, I know there is backstory with high school and college and blah blah blah, right? But I just feel like give us a realistic experience, man. Let us have a draft. And 2K17 in the MyCareer, there was a real draft, which I fuck with. You can get drafted anywhere, but the only way to get the authentic experience nowadays is to play the My NBA eras. So we will be playing on All-Star. I know you guys will be like, why don't you play on Hall of Fame? All-Star, I feel like it's the perfect difficulty for the average player. It's not too difficult. It's not too easy. I'm going to be picking the Rockets. I will be changing this team based on who I get drafted to. But I picked the Rockets first because, you know, that's where I'm from. But, you know. The draft's going to be auto. I don't want to pick anybody in the draft. I want things to go how the GMs and everyone else feels like they're supposed to get drafted to. So we're going to load my draft class, and then we're going to add storylines on top of that draft class. So I will be simming to the end of the season, and I will catch you guys there in the NBA draft. Alright, so Nikola Jokic wins MVP at 19, 11, and 7. 1-1. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Then Victor Wembanyama, wrong photo, wrong photo because that's a Pistons player. 20, 11, 3, 2, and 2. Rookie of the year. And then Chris Middleton, 11, 4, 4, 0, and 0 for 6 man of the year. Giannis for defensive player of the year, 17, 10, 5, 2, and 2. Most improved player, Jason Tatum, 17, 7, 3, 1, 1. And of course, I think random coach could be real coach, not sure. Gotta continue that there. See who wins this championship for 2024. But in their reality, it's gonna be 2017. Let's simulate that. OKC wins the NBA championship, kind of like in real life. Well, no, because last year, who won it last year? The Nuggets.
We did it. We did it!
And this year, OKC kind of won. Chet Holmgren wins the MVP Finals Award. Okay. Alright, we're skipping to the NBA draft. We'll see where MyPlayer ends up going. I didn't show you guys, but he is. I'll show you whenever he gets drafted. But he's. Nah, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it until he gets drafted. I'll show you guys his attributes, what his overall is, and all that type of shit after he gets drafted. But let's just watch the NBA draft, see where he goes.
In the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select the 19-year-old point guard.
Alright, so we go first overall. We go to the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know how that's going to end up being since they already have LaMelo Ball over there. And I think the way 17 works, or it might be the real NBA, I don't know. But from what I understand is they can't... Oh. A trade. Oh, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I'm a Simpson. But yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work with LaMelo Ball on the team. LaMelo Ball on the team. I do know that you can't even trade your player that's been drafted to a team for 13 days, which is kind of crazy. So we're just gonna just wait it out until the 13-day trade mark. 'Cause I don't want to be second on the team. I want to be in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Trying to orchestrate my team to win an NBA chip, but that ain't gonna happen because this is, let's just be real, this is the LaMelo Ball's team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be starting over him, and at that, like 2K might do some bullshit where he might play the shooting guard and I might play the point guard, or vice versa, and I don't really need all that shit. So I'm gonna try to get a trade as soon as I can. All right, so we do have to generate. Auto-generate rookies going forward, only because we really don't know who's going to be drafted in the 2026 draft and so forth. So after this, and well, actually in this current draft that I was just in, it was also auto-generated rookies. So unfortunate, but it's just what we got to do from now on. Alright, so we are in Charlotte. I will show you the roster. We have LaMelo Ball right there, his portrait. He is a offensive superstar. 89 overall with Brandon Miller. You know, we got the whole squad here. This is my player right here. We got a 78 overall with 23 badges. I made him the max. So like whatever my console player was, oh shit. So whatever my console player was, his max like 99 overall, like without the cap breakers. That's what I made him. As you can tell, the older 2Ks have a different rating system, but I will go to my attributes and show you guys my attributes. Mid-range, you got the 84. Shot 3, we got the 93. Just like how I showed y'all previously, his stats add up. You know, they match perfectly, more or less, because, you know, I couldn't really get the draw foul and the hustle and all that shit. The passing IQ, left that how it is. So minus those stats, because I can't really get those. And the attribute, you know, category in 2K25, I mean, I can go to the roster and kind of do what I'm doing right now, but he's not really built up. I mean, like, he's not a real 99 yet, you know. So I didn't make the current player that I did have because I don't really have a very good built point guard. I do have a 99 center, but I didn't choose to make a center today. I chose to make a point guard. And I just went to the 2K25 builder and just tried to make whatever the best point guard I can make on that console, and then bring it to 2K17 and see what I can do. And this is it, you know. Contact dunk 46, crazy, but driving dunks at 93. I should probably bump that up and match the contact with the driving dunk. Ball controls the 80, so it's pretty much the same thing. But they have me at a 78 overall. Crazy. So as a 99, 2K17 thinks I'm a 78. That's okay. Let me see. Can I edit? Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys my my signature styles and whatever. So I'm gonna change his release to normal timers. I think the quick is too much. I did a test run of this to see if it ran properly, and quick is just way too quick. I don't know how we played on quick back in the day, but we're gonna slow it down a little bit and go to normal. But I got Kevin Durant and then Carmelo Anthony as the base. If you guys know a better base, let me know, because I don't even know what base I would even use on my point guard. I mean, I know I have one, but I didn't really go in there and care to look at it, whatever. I just chose whatever I saw come up. Free throw LeBron, Joe pull up elite, you know, stiff jumper, stiff 3, hop jumper normal 2. Let's see, layup and dunks. I just chose the swing. Again, if you guys know a better layup package, I couldn't really see it due to the menu right here not letting me see it. But I will go through them, and like, I do like the Jamal Crawford layup package. I do think it's kind of smooth and what I would really like for a layup package, but I don't know how it would actually play out on a real game. So I kind of stuck with the swing for now. So my dunk packages, about them, I know. What is my driving dunk? An 87? No, a 93. So I know as a 93 driving dunk, he will have a lot of fancy dunks. And I tried to make it as realistic as possible to the 2K25 MyPlayer builder. And I think these are in line with the dunks that he'll be able to do on that game. So I just brought it over to 17 and left it with 7 dunks. Post fade, I don't really care about the post because I know he's not really going to be doing any hooks or hop shots or whatever from the post. He's a point guard, he don't do all that shit. So this is a real interesting part of it. My ISO crossover from back then, I do have videos up on my channel. I did not go back and look at them. I just based it on memory and what I know, and also what I think looks good from the I want to say builder, but I guess the animations tab from right here. So I went with normal 2. It looks kind of saucy. The ISO behind the back looks kind of saucy too, but I do get turnovers a lot with this behind the back. So if y'all know a different one, I was looking at normal 3. I think normal 3 is what I used back in the day, but Normal 2 just looks a lot better. You guys let me know about that one. ISO spin, normal 6. If you guys know a YouTuber named It's DJ Season, I used to hoop with him back in 2K15 and 16, and I think a little bit on 17. But he was telling me I think normal 6 is his go-to, so I just went with that one. ISO hesitation, normal 1. You guys know that the normal 1 hesitations are always the best ones in each 2K, so that's what we keep it as. Basic size ups, Elite 2. I don't remember which one we went with back in the day, but this is the one I went with. It looks the cleanest out of the ones that I've seen in here. The Hezi inside out size up combos, I went with normal 2. Again, don't remember which one we used back in the day, or which one was the saucy ones. Again, I did not look up any tutorials or any 2K17 videos about what is the best dribble move. I just went with what I saw and what I know and what I remember. And this looks the most saucy of all the size up packages, I guess. So yeah, the behind the back size up combos, I remember this. I remember there being a Jamal Crawford one of these, but I could just be tripping out because there is a Jamal Crawford right here. But I do remember this being switched, like Jamal Crawford here and Steph Curry here, because the Curry one also looks really good. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, the Curry one looks really good as well. But I know we had a Jamal Crawford one, but I guess this is the one that we use it on. And then the crossover size up combos, I do remember this being on my MyPlayer back in the day. I do remember like looking up like YouTube videos on how to dribble and shit, and this is one of them that popped up, so I'm gonna be using this one. What I don't like is I don't see a proper like step back, and I don't like the one that my MyPlayer uses in game. So again, I have tested all these moves in game. If you guys can let me know which one of these categories does step backs and which step back is the best one, that'd be greatly appreciated. But the one I have on right now kind of sucks, so definitely need a new one. But yeah, that's basically it. His badges, did I go into the badges? No. His badges is like I said, what he would have like if he upgraded his player all the way. So Acrobat Silver. Again, not all the badges align together because 2K adds and takes away badges from the game. So I try my best to match it up with 2K25 as best as possible. So I have Acrobat Silver, Teardropper Silver, Putback King Hall of Fame, because that comes with Aerial Wizard, I believe. Relentless Finisher on Silver. That's for the inside. Outside, I have Mid-Range Deadeye Gold. So they took away the mid-range shit and the deep-range shit, and they just have it all on Deadeye, just one badge. So I did end up putting both of these to gold. Limitless Range I do have on gold. Difficult Shots on gold. Tireless Score on gold. Now, this is not a badge in the game, but I know in 17, if you don't have any energy, you're blinking red, you're not going to make any shots. So I went ahead and put that on gold. Catch and Shoot on gold. Ankle Breaker Bronze. I do have Ankle Assassin on bronze on 25, so I'm assuming this is kind of like the same badge, so I put it on bronze. Break Starter, put it on silver. Lob City Passer on bronze. I think that goes with a different badge. I can't remember the name of it right now, but there is a badge that deals with lobs and shit, and I put that on bronze because that's what I had it on. Dimer on gold, and Defensive Stopper on silver. Pick Dodger on silver. Now, Pick Dodger I don't have in 25. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have it. I just kind of wanted it. I felt like it would make a great addition to 17 because their screens is kind of crazy back then. I did put on silver, so it's not like OP and shit. I did put Rim Protector on bronze, and that should be doing it. Oh no, I have Lob City Finisher on Hall of Fame, goes with Aerial Wizard. Posterizer on gold, and One Man Fast Break is also on gold. Oh, I do have a Host Rebounder as well. And that should be it for my badges. Okay, so just as I thought, since MyPlayer was recently signed, He cannot be traded for 13 days. So I'm unsure if that is 13 games or 13 just days and on the calendar. We'll find that out, but I'm assuming I won't be starting because, you know, you got LaMelo Ball here and Brandon Miller. Not Brandon Miller, but who's the shooting guard? Cody Martin. Is he good? MyPlayer average is better than him at like a 78, and he's a 76, so I'm unsure about that one. Let me go to the coach settings and see where I stand the lineup. So they have me starting as a shooting guard. That's insane. And they have me at 35 minutes with LaMelo Ball. I might have to pull that down some. Or, nah, I might leave it because that's what 2K put me as. I am going to be player locking as MyPlayer, so if you're wondering how the MyCareer is going to work in the simulation, there is a thing where I can player lock. So if I go to position settings and player lock, I can player lock as MyPlayer, and I will only play as him, just like in MyCareer. If he gets subbed out, it's going to transition to the next time MyPlayer gets subbed back in. And yeah, if you guys do want to see the whole roster, starting from the 76ers and up, this is the roster. You know, it is kind of crazy to see all these new players, either new and old players on different teams, you know, from 2K17 to 25. You know, it's crazy amount of changes players made to fit the 2K17. So these are just the portraits. They look different in game, obviously. They have to create the player and then put them on the roster. I don't know if these players are drafted this year. Wait, why does it say 2010? This one's been playing since 2000. Okay, so obviously they took an NBA player, right? And they kind of edited him to look like John Morant or like any other player. Cause that's insane. Hold on, what about Trae Young? And he got drafted in 2013. Yeah, no, these. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I know LeBron. Yeah, they just edited regular LeBron. Yeah, this is crazy. Like Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. They don't got a portrait for Austin Reeves, so that's, you guys get a glimpse of what he looks like in game. But and Freddie over here. Wait, Fred should be on the Rockets, shouldn't he? Hold on. There might be a duplicate. Where's the Rockets? Oh, so they got some trades going on. So in the off season, while I was simulating the games to get MyPlayer drafted, they made some trades. So you see, you got Sengun right there, Jalen Green on the Rockets, which they did end up trading for Kevin Durant. He is sadly not on this roster, but at least we got what we got, you know. We got Dylan Brooks down here. So there's Victor Wembanyama. Is he a brand new character? He is. So that's how he won Rookie of the Year. He's a brand new character. He's scoring 20 points a game with 11, so he's averaging a double-double. Or he averaged a double-double. Yeah, that's a little insight. That will do it for today's video. Just, you know, giving y'all the creation, the draft, showing you guys how it works, and, you know, etc., etc. But next video, I will be playing with this team, trying to get traded for my 13 days. But for now, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications so you see every time I upload a video, and I'm out, bro. Peace.